Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel. Hey, I'm your host for LT Productions. You are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering a new season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is season 14, episode 1. I do appreciate you all for coming to my channel. Please like this video and also subscribe to my channel if you are not as of yet. And you can like this video. Let's get into this episode. All right, so I know I did cover part of the season, I think last season, and I think I was not consistent in it. I apologize to every one of my subscribers and viewers. I hate that I start stuff and then don't see it all the way through. For whatever reason, a lot of times I get too busy or it just becomes not the greatest priority. Since I have started it, I'm going to do whatever I can to stay consistent for these next 4 months with Beverly Hills. I still have to check back in with you all with New York. From what I'm just seeing from clips, nothing still is going on, and they even just dropped the mid-season trailer. And so I'll probably have something for you guys next weekend or next week in regards to New York, just to touch bases, just to see where everyone is at. And so that I can at least say that I try to be consistent in some type of way. But I have been watching Beverly Hills consistently. Season 10. That was the whole Denise situation. And then also Garcelle came on. I had watched some prior seasons here and there and watched the reunions and stuff like that. But to really get into it, I will be honest, I did not start to really get into it until Garcelle got in there. But anyways, I'm here. So we start off this episode with Sutton. She's doing her thing. She's driving around, and I guess she's really near Kathy. You can tell Sutton is so Southern because she ended up honking her horn as she's passing by Kathy's house. I was like, okay, cool. She either goes to her house or somebody comes to somebody's house. Anyways, we get the new introduction of Miss Jennifer Tilly. She's an actress, very legendary. In the horror film streets and for comedic roles and all of that. I know her outside of just the Chucky movies. You know, she was really popular in the 90s with a lot. She was either blonde or brunette and all that, but her voice is so signature. That's how she was kind of casted, and that's how she was able to do a lot of comedies. Anyways, this is one of Sutton's good friends. And she's on this season as a friend of Beverly Hills. So congratulations to you. Sutton is going to be throwing a surrealist party. This is in honor of her friend Merce. Last year, her and some of Sutton's friends, along with the cast, went to Spain to spread his ashes out there. If you remember that, when they went to one of their cast trips and all that. But she wanted to bring some of that surrealism or however you want to say it, surrealism, back over here as another way to honor Merce again. Why again? I don't know. But hey, I don't care as long as we see some rich people partying. Erica, she's out at one of the department stores. She is going to be redecorating her home. Finally, something that she could do on her own, despite the mansion of what. I was kind of confused when she said, some of you guys thought that I lived in a mansion. Didn't you? I don't know. But anyway, she's redecorating. Dorit stops by. And Dorit gives the shocker before anything goes to press that her and PK are splitting. Shocker. Even though Erica was the one that was grabbing her pearls, clutching pearls. That's what it is. I was like, is it really a shocker, girl? Anyways, Dorit was like, I know that it seems quite weird that I would be telling Erica about our separation, especially after BravoCon, 2 BravoCons ago. When the question was asked, a shady question, who do you think will be the next marriage to split up? Or the couple to split up? And it's Dorit and PK. Now, in this scene, Dorit can say, oh, I know she was just put on the spot, and it was just, it wasn't really nothing, but last season, it was something. Dorit knew. Okay, so this is what's up with me. I don't see it for Kyle. Dorit be getting on my nerves. I'm not saying I don't see it for her. However, she do get on my nerves. And I'll leave it at that. But it's like last season it was a big thing, and now it was nothing about what Erica said, but they had to have this conversation to have some scenes last year. They talk about, she said, was it to her or no, to, what's her name? Dorit has a conversation later on with Kathy, which is shocking to me. Anyways, she really couldn't put a finger on as to what was separating, but there's a lot of things that have happened, things that have to do with his drinking, and they just decided to separate. Later on, it seems like PK is the one that initiated the separation. So I'm like, I don't know why you didn't say that to Erica, but whatever. Then we move on to this Kyle and Dorit situation. They're on the outs. This is what I feel, is that Dorit put more energy into this Kyle and Dorit friendship than Kyle did. I've said for seasons that Kyle is not into Dorit like Dorit is into Kyle. There is no way that Dorit was sitting up here fighting over who is more closer to a Kyle with Teddy. Teddy Mellencamp. That's no longer on the show. Thank you. It was obvious then she's closer with Teddy, and with you, she didn't care. There's many times where she slighted you. We done seen stuff. We done seen you in her butt crack. And it's all been for nothing after all these years. She don't care about you like that. And I've known that for a very long time. And this is from someone who didn't watch you from the first season that you came on. So, but they talk a little bit about how Dorit can see Kyle's manipulative ways. She feels like she's been shunned since she didn't take Kyle's side when Kathy and Kyle were fighting. That was 2 seasons ago, where they was trying to out Kathy as his racist. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this on YouTube. The R word. But she was trying to get Kyle to see a little bit of Kathy's side. I think she was trying to be a moderator of this whole thing. I don't think that she was trying to take Kathy's side. Then you told her to stay out of it. And Dorit immediately backed off. But for some reason, that was something that you didn't really understand, Kyle, and you shunned her from that point on. So, we can keep acting like Kathy is the big bad monster that she is, but it looks like Kyle has some tendencies also. When you don't do what she wants you to do. Then Erica visits with Kyle, and then she lists out her grievances towards Dorit and all that. She really felt betrayed when Dorit mentioned the private text to Erica that she gave to Dorit. Like, let's not talk about this whole friendship thing because we really didn't have time to really talk about it. Let's just deal with it in private. And Dorit said, no, this feels like some type of manipulation thing. No, let's talk about this thing because I needed airtime and I needed an excuse to make sure that I'm on next season. Look, I'm sorry. Some people out here, look, I see you for who you are. People can just be manipulated by how whimsical and all that. No. I've been watching now too long not to really know what's up with these jokers. So anyways, she's just really... We find out that Mauricio moved out 2 weeks prior to filming. Coincidence? And then PK split up from Dorit a week before filming. Coincidence? One thing Dorit gonna do is find a storyline in the midnight hour to film Beverly Hills. She's done it for so many seasons, y'all. But whatever. We're hearing that season 7 Dorit is back. Cool. And I'll probably be complaining about this later on because it seems like Dorit has been able to skate for several seasons, but other people, y'all, have demanded their firings. But no, keep Dorit. I'll be getting more into that this season. Now there is a global announcement of PK and Dorit's divorce or separation and all that. Some of them are reading it, and then Garcelle's reading it. Oh, of course, this is long-winded. This is Dorit. And then they laugh and all that good stuff. So everybody, but what's her name in the confessional? Sutton was like, well, when she announced that they never been better, that is the most cliche thing that happens on Housewives reunions or any type of reality show reunions. When they say never been better, you know it's a lie. So they knew something was up when she was saying all that during then. Like, lady, no. So, next, Dorit goes over to Kathy's home. Since Kyle has shunned her out, isolated her out, Kathy has been the one to support Dorit. I think that's kind of interesting and weird, because maybe Kyle had something really, a legitimate reason as to why she felt a certain way towards Dorit 2 reunions ago. You mean to tell me you go over to Kathy, the one that's my sister, that I was in conflict with, and you were trying to take her side? One podcaster, I'm calling him podcaster, but he's more than that. I think it was more in line with Sutton, but a lot of these women in Beverly Hills are going to fall in line as far as if you're being a social climber and all that. You will fall in line with the Kathy Hilton. She's really a big titan in the LA Beverly Hills area. So you don't defy Kathy Hilton because you don't want to get kicked out of parties, or you won't be invited here and there and all that. So you want to stay close. I don't doubt it. It's a popularity thing around there, and you got to fit in with the Joneses as much as possible. Dorit says that PK has a sober coach. He's a full-blown alcoholic. Kathy's asking her different questions, you know. Do you guys see this, that you guys can work this out? Are you a good listener, Dorit? I'm a good listener. PK said she's not a good listener. Because this is what happened. PK and Mauricio had a scene together. I thought that was interesting. I said, well, cool. They at least did that because I thought the men were going to be off scene so that these women could kind of make up what they wanted to make up towards their marriages and all that. So she doesn't really listen, but she wants you to listen to her. So how PK was saying things, and I think Dorit did too. It was like we were having these arguments, and then poof, all of a sudden he wants to be separated. It was like, I didn't think it was this far, but okay, cool. But she didn't like all the arguments that were happening. They were happening around their young children, and it was just not, it was toxic. That's something that she's trying to get away from. All right, so we move on to the surrealism party that Sutton is throwing. Everybody's coming. We meet the newest housewife, Boz, and I thought it was Bosma, but cool, whatever. She's been a chief marketing director for many companies, Netflix, all them folks. Very stylish and all that. I think Sutton knows her. That's Sutton's friend. And Garcelle knows her, so they're pretty cool and all that. She clicked immediately with Dorit, who shows up not looking surreal. She was looking modern. As Sutton said, what has she got on? And it's like this record album that's on there. It wasn't going with the theme of the party. And we'll just leave it there. Her and Buzz, they clicked right away. They're both 47 years of age. Dorit ended up just saying that her and PK are separated. They don't know each other or whatever. And then Buzz said, you know, I'm widowed. Now, just to let you know where I connect with you at is that we were married for 10 years, and then after that we separated. The man got sick, the husband got sick, and then they reconciled, and she was with him until he passed away. So they feel like kind of kindred spirits. Bob said, you know, we clicked right away. I know right then and there if I like you or not, and I like Dorit a lot. And they were like, it was interesting at how they were able to share dark stuff or deep stuff that they probably wouldn't normally, but those two have kind of clicked. I already can see, not so much on the show, but I see what the fans are going to do, and I just want y'all to keep this in your mind. I'm gonna come back to it though. Stick a pin there. Garcelle and Dorit are not really seeing eye to eye. Dorit feels a certain type of way because Garcelle says that she doesn't believe the whole robbery thing. For some reason, everybody just acting like Garcelle's the only one that didn't believe any of it. Garcelle said that she believes she got robbed, but she believes some of this other stuff that happened didn't happen. And we all been saying that. Now the other people online who want to act like they're so politically correct and da 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 want to say, oh, it's so awful for you guys to have doubts. We do have doubts. They've had money issues forever and a day. They've had bankruptcies, and then all of a sudden they get robbed, and now all this. Last year, she's got this large amount of money, and she didn't even realize that the money was taken because she was such in a fog. Last year, she had postpartum, or not postpartum. She had PTSD and social anxiety. That was the previous season too. This season, she don't. We don't see her breathing 10 million times. It just seems very convenient for the stuff that happens to Dorit and PK. It's just like, So, I'm with Garcelle. And Garcelle had to be the one to be evil, if you want to call it that. But yeah, they're kind of on this little surface high, because Dorit feels so insulted. Whatever, girl. We don't care. Of course, Kyle and Dorit needed to talk. At first, everything was so awkward. Everybody got up from the table and then Kyle ended up calling Dorit over and let's talk. She was like, look, I know things have been crazy and all of that between us, and I know that we need to have a talk. I know how things may have started as far as what upset you was what I did on the Amazon Live. And then Dorit said, no, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Look. And then she went into, and Kyle was like, wait. Is this going to be just about you and all that? Can we have a conversation? Like, no, there's a lot of things that I'm really sick of. And I've been holding on and just let you have done things, So it's not going to be a civil conversation. I don't think that they should have had the conversation right then and there at the party because there's a lot to really dish through. It's just that you've done a lot of things to Dorit, Kyle, that she feels like she got to get off her chest and get into this big argument on camera. But I am quite shady because, of course, there's just certain things that annoy me. Anyways, I think we'll enjoy this season. I know it's not going to be that dark. I know that they're going to have several arguments, and season 7 Dorit is back. And all that good stuff. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the parties and just the fun and all that good stuff. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Give me your thoughts. Like this video and you can share it. And subscribe if you are not. Until the next one. Peace.